Good morning. Welcome to Teen Wisdom Tuesday. Today I'm going to share with you how you can overcome the fear of asking your teen what they want. So many parents come to me and say, my teen wants so many things and they look to me to provide all of that for them. And that is a trap that we get stuck in as parents. Of course, when our children are really small, we're the ones that provide everything for them. But as they get older and older, our job as parents is to help them learn how to meet their own needs. But their needs grow and grow. I remember vividly being a kid and my mom would take my brother and I shoe shopping because we would have outgrown our shoes and we would be getting running shoes for school. And we would look at the wall of shoes. And my brother, the prices were all on the bottom. We couldn't see them. My brother had an instinctual way of knowing which shoes were the most expensive ones. And those are the ones that he would like. And he was like, oh, those ones look great. Look at the bottom. Oh my gosh, those are so expensive. So with him, it was a matter of, okay, that's kind of out of our price range. What's something a little bit more reasonable? But, there's a certain price you have to pay for running shoes that are a good fit. And then I would see this play out and I would always say, I'm going to not get exactly what I want. I'll automatically kind of dial it down and get something that's like, okay, but affordably priced. So this was kind of the pattern we had in our family. But as an adult, which was fine, that was a great strategy. It fit our budget. We learned how to put our needs into what was reasonable and affordable in our family. Those are all really valuable skills in a really practical way. But there's also a really big picture question that we can be asking our teens, and that is the question of, what do you want? And just knowing that that might be aspirational, something that we're working towards. Maybe what you want is, I want to go to the shoe store and be able to afford any pair of shoes that I like and not have to worry about the budget. So when we can tap into that wanting, then we can ask the second most powerful question, which is, when you get that, how will you feel? Because here's the thing. Yeah, we want the cool shoes because they look cool, because they make us feel a certain way. I want those because they make me feel cool. They make me feel like stylish and confident and cool. And so what we've just done is really tapped into, okay, it's that object, that thing, that pair of shoes that we believe is going to make us feel that way. I didn't want the most expensive pair of shoes because I knew that I would feel guilty if those were the shoes that I had. So I wanted to feel comfortable, confident, sensible. Those things really appealed to me. Those were the feelings that I wanted when I was shopping for shoes. And so that question of how will it make you feel is so important. Because then we can recognize that's all we're after. And if you as a parent have this practice as well, as just taking a moment at the end of the day, or maybe right now, and saying, in my life, what do I want? Or maybe it's before you go for coffee with a friend, tighten the time frame and just do one experience. What do I want from this experience of having coffee with my friend? I want to feel connected. I want to feel cozy. I want to feel at ease because I have a whole hour. And so, those are the feelings that you want to have. And you're setting an intention to feel those feelings. And that is the power of being able to live with intention and have more of what you want right now. Because here's the thing. Your family, your teenager who might even have a job, may not be able to afford the most expensive shoes that they like on the wall of shoes at the store. But if you can ask yourself and your teen, how will that make you feel? Then you have the information that you need. What they want more of in their life is feeling confident, feeling stylish, feeling cool, and really unraveling what that means for them. And then you can find ways to feel that more. Okay, well, actually, I feel most confident when I'm really comfortable in the clothes that I'm wearing. So I want to wear more of those clothes and not have to wear those things that are like, I have them, but I don't love them. And so that gives you and your teen a way to talk about the present moment. How can you access more of that? And then you can also start to talk about how can you have more of that in the future. Okay, so what can we do to help you be able to have more pocket money so you can afford the shoes that you want? How can we make that happen? And so we are working with two things at once. The external world, getting the cool shoes, which also extends as they get older into getting a certain kind of job, getting into a certain college, having a certain kind of partner, home, car, all those external things. We go after those because we expect that they will make us feel a certain way. So long term, we can absolutely go after those things and create a plan for getting there. But in the present moment right now, the more we are tuned in to the feelings we want to feel, the more we are able to have a life that we love right now. Because here's what I know for sure. After working with thousands of high school students over a decade and meeting with their parents at parent conferences, I know that so many high school students feel stuck in school. They feel useless. They feel like they're in a holding pen. Sometimes they even describe it as a prison. And my students used to love to tell me that the school that I was teaching in was modeled after the design of a prison. They loved to tell me that because they felt like they were in this holding pen because they were no longer children, but they were not yet adults. They still had to learn and they didn't know how it applied to them. And yet they had to do this planning and thinking about the future, about where they were going to go. And that created a lot of stress and overwhelm because the piece that was missing for them was someone in their life saying, how do you want to feel? How can you feel that more in the life that you're living right now? And so the other thing that this does is it takes us out of that trap that I was talking about. We get trapped. We feel like, I don't want to ask my teen what they want because they're going to tell me and then they're going to look at me like, so when am I going to get that? And that's the trap that we fall into as parents as well, that we feel like we need to be the providers of all of that. And when we can help our teen recognize, you know what, I'm here to guide you through this so that you can figure out how you're going to get that. And I can help you with that, but we're going to do this together. And if, as a parent, you have a practice of asking yourself that question, what do I want? How will that make me feel? And you can find those everyday ways to feel that more, then you are a guide for your child. You're no longer the person who has to provide it all for them, but you are walking that path with them because this is the journey of life. Life throws us new circumstances, new situations. We hit a different stage in our life, and we have to continually ask ourselves that question. What do you want? And then how will that make you feel? So I'd love for you to play along, post in the comments. What do you want? What do you want right now in your life? Do you want more free time so you'll feel more free? Do you want to feel more confident in your role as a parent so that you will feel like you have done everything that you can to support your teen? What do you want? How do you want to feel? Post it in the comments below. I would love to see how this resonates for you. This is the Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year, so this is a beautiful time to kind of start fresh. And so post, what do you want? Make your declaration. I'd love to see it. Okay, until next time, be well.